if we take out the quarterback position, because that's an easy one that obviously needs to be addressed and be answered eventually in August. If you look at maybe one guy per side of the football that you say, I would love to see that guy. I think that guy can be an impact player, maybe step up this year and be better than he was last year, or he's really going to be counted on for us to be, 2 or 3 games better next year than we were last year.
I'm going to start with defense. I mean, there are a lot of guys who I could see doing that. Jalen Phillips, Darnay Holmes, guys that were freshmen last year. But I really want to see how Nate Metters, cornerback, how he does in his final year. Guy has just been, unbelievable. He was he showed that he had really good lockdown tendencies as a freshman and sophomore. So as an upperclassman, just having that experience and being able to work in a secondary that, frankly, the defense has not been that great for UCLA, but the secondary has been. He's one of the reasons why. And in this new defensive scheme, I think he's just going to thrive. He's just going to have some better coaching development, which is really going to help the defense overall. On offense, I am so excited to see tight end Caleb Wilson. He got injured halfway through the season, put up some amazing numbers with Josh Rosen. And it was unfortunate that, he injured his foot and was out for the season. So, and as I said before, Chip Kelly is going to, he recruited, a few, good tight ends. So it's going to be interesting to see how those guys are used, especially Caleb Wilson, who just really big guy who has great hands and was able to get into open space. You can't ask for more than that. So seeing how he moves in a faster, up-tempo offense, I'm just salivating, waiting to see exactly what he's going to do in the offense.
Yeah, Caleb Wilson with 38 catches, as you mentioned last year, making some big plays from Josh Rosen. I got to think that with the stud quarterback coming in and with Josh Rosen being the last quarterback and him being one of the very best in college football, losing 7 games last year and wanting the hotshot new guy usually gets the attention that I'm guessing Bruin fans are hoping that he wins the job in August, even though Monster played really well against Cal.
Mm-hmm.
14 of 18, played very efficiently, got them to a bowl game, had some outstanding plays, especially in the first half against Kansas State, had a nice game, 2 touchdowns, no picks. But is that kind of the talk among UCLA message boards that we would love to see him come in and start from day one?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of guys that Bruin fans are looking forward to, especially, a lot of the freshmen. But, just to have, certain guys like that come in and just, that they're going to be really good, especially, with the receivers. They lose a lot of receivers. They actually, Jimmy Doherty, his first year was last season. He did a really good job with the receivers and improving their game. It's just unfortunate that they're losing Darren Andrews, Jordan Lasley. They lost Caleb Wilson halfway through the season. So, this great improvement on the receiving with the receiving crew just kind of, not exactly went down the tubes, but they couldn't use the tools that they had, towards the end of the season. And Chip Kelly is huge on receivers as well. So, UCLA it was pretty much their best receiving recruiting class in many years. So there are going to be guys like Chase Cota and Brian Addison who are going to come in and be able to participate right away. But having guys who are consistently catching balls, like Caleb Wilson, and I think still a walk-on Christian Pabico, who made was a bit of a cult favorite among Bruin fans last year. Hopefully he gets offered a scholarship, because I think he personally deserves it. He wasn't, I don't think he was in the top 5 receiving yards, but he put in effort. He did what he needed. He ran his routes. He was, decent in blocking. So yeah, there are a lot of guys who Bruin fans think will make, big improvements next year. But yeah, there are just so many guys, but there are a lot of young guys too. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does with the youth and, the guys already on his roster, and how that's all going to, fit into UCLA football 2018.
Yeah, Papico with especially a really nice game against Oregon. 4 catches, 99 yards, and his 1 touchdown for the season. Caught 18 for the year, 218 yards, about 15 and a half yards per reception. UCLA fans can't wait to see a Chip Kelly offense and defense on the field. They will do so starting this week. Of course, there's not going to be any measurable results, but with much anticipation of what Chip Kelly's going to do with UCLA football, it'll be interesting to see what kind of reports we get out of spring practice. We got Mike Regalado on the line from Gojo Bruin. We encourage you to catch up with UCLA football and basketball right there with Mike and the rest of his staff there. Mike, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, Mark.